Hey guys, my name is Simpzy. How are you all doing? Welcome back to some more Westeros Total War. We're playing as House Stark. This is episode 2. Now guys, in today's episode we're currently in the Riverlands. Robb Stark is at Winterfell, and we currently have Jon Umber pushing across to rally up with him. Now if you haven't gone and watched the last episode, you won't know that. There's a fair few stuff we need to recap actually. We managed to have a heroic victory. Robb Stark, the King of the North, the King on the North. Northed. We managed to kill Jaime Lannister, which was superb. We also managed to kill Gregor Clegane, and Joffrey Baratheon is dead. His brother Tommen is currently king upon the Iron Throne. So a couple of big developments in the first couple of episodes. The first episode. So we've killed Jaime, we've killed Gregor Clegane, and Joffrey is dead. So, let's go through the Seven Kingdoms and see what's sort of happening. So, the plan for this House Stark campaign is to hit the Westerlands. Hit them hard. We'll throw everything at them. The Greyjoys have actually taken Banefall, but we want to try to take the Westerlands as quickly as possible, because once we've done with that, we'll double time over, and we'll try and take King's Landing and the Crown Lands. We have, diplomacy-wise, we currently have an alliance with House Tully and House Stark. We have proclaimed Stannis Baratheon as the rightful king of the Seven Kingdoms. Unlike in my last playthrough, we proclaimed Renly. So we're probably going to have to go to war with the Tyrells and Renly. Obviously, Renly would be the smarter decision, but I wanted to mix things up. Obviously, as the entirety of the Stormlands, Stannis only has 2 settlements. And we also, in the last series on my previous channel, we married Sansa to Edric. But, right, what else are we doing here? Now, we currently have Sansa Stark, speaking of her, moving up here to marry Robb Stark to Arianne Martell. Now, if we can somehow get my preference, Shireen Baratheon, that would be awesome if we can marry Shireen to Robb, because then we can have a claim on the Iron Throne. However, Roland Storm is here, and we just can't seem to negotiate with her. If we negotiate with Roland Storm, we can't marry her because she's stuck in here as an agent. We need to get her out of there somehow. I don't know how we can. It's a shame that's happened. It's a shame that's happened. Right, so we have a fleet here pushing down here because we want to get an alliance with the Greyjoys. Well, we want to get a marriage alliance. You can never trust a Greyjoy, of course. We're currently garrisoning everyone at Moat Cailin. We've called our banners. Bran's here. And so is Roderick Cassell, Wymond Manderley, Tallheart, and Roderick Risewell, so everyone else is moving down here now. We currently are in a deficit. We're losing 1,900 per turn, but we're making 1,600 now. So, I think that's pretty much it. All we need to do this turn. Let's end the turn and continue. So guys, if you haven't already hit that like button and subscribed, I'd really much appreciate it. We've just gone overland twice here. Through the veil, through the fingers. Oh, that's really quite funny. Also, check out my social media links, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, all in the description below. We currently have Karl Stark here, and she's 15, 4 charm, 4-hearted princess. We're going to marry her off to Rickon once he comes of age. So, he's going to come of age when he's 14, so in 10 more years, she'll be 25. She's currently a guest at Winterfell. So, currently at Moat Cailin, we have our bannermen coming in slowly but surely. I think it might be time to march south, even with this army. March down the King's Road. So who's here? Horsebane and a couple of others. We're still not out of our budget deficit yet, but we'll be fine. The north is pretty undefended, however, we're probably not going to get attacked. I'd be surprised if we do. Okay, so who do we have here at Moat Cailin? We have 1 spare slot. We can't move out because of that unit. Buggier, where is it? There. We can might as well get a head start. So we'll send Risewell, Tallheart, Manderley, Cassell, Bran, and Ramsay down south. We need to get you to Riverrun as quickly as possible. We need these armies down here to help us. Okay. Let's move Jon Umber to here. We need to rally up Robb's forces. So that's basically gone. That's gone as well. So is that. The only problem is being down in the Riverlands is we need to get some territory so we can start retraining some of these troops. So we've taken out 1 unit of cavalry. Let's chuck you in and chuck the spearmen in as well. We did lose a couple of units fighting Jamie. It was a really, really great battle if you haven't gone and watched it. I only like having 2 units of archers in this. We're better off getting others. So we can have Tall Heart or Hornwood. Let's get Tall Heart and Hornwood in here. I still want John Umber to be in this other army. So I think we should push upon the Golden Tooth. I think the Golden Tooth's here. It's been a while since I've played Westeros Total War, of course. Okay, my fleet has come down from Flint's Finger. Sansa Stark is nearly in Dawn now. Haven't decided who I'm going to marry Sansa or Arya off to. And it looks like Roland Storm has been defeated by Waters and Jonas Slint here. Yeah. So Shireen Baratheon is dead. There is a battle here. Because they had no way to get back, Roland Storm and Shireen Baratheon are being killed, which is unfortunate. We'll get Arya to go over here and get on this fleet. We'll marry off Bran. But before I do that, I want to get a negotiation with the Vale. I want to get an alliance with them. I'm surprised we don't, because we currently have an alliance with Tully and Stannis. We're at war with Lannisters and Joffrey. Stannis is at war with a lot of people. Alrighty. I think we should end the turn and continue. We'll be out of our budget deficit soon. I have a fleet here. What was I going to do with this fleet? I ideally was going to... Yeah, I was going to have it go to Dragonstone, but Stannis usually just sits in Dragonstone and doesn't really do overly too much. Right, loyalty's gone up here. Mission failed. Don't care. Tyrell and Lannister dominating mostly else. Right. Let's move Ryswell down here. Get everyone to rally up at Moat Cailin still. We're nearly ready to push down. Right, let's get Robb now, the King of the North, to start pushing ahead. Who's in this fort here? Leo Lefford. It's in my best interest to try and knock out as many Lannister generals as possible. Let's do that now then. Anyone else in there that we can see? No. Arya Stark. Where are you? Okay, so it looks like the Tullys have taken salt pans. They've always had it. The great... Yeah, so House Arryn is neutral. House Martell is neutral. Renly is still with the Tyrells. Joffrey's still with the Lannisters. And Greyjoys are at war with... Oh, wow. House Tully and House Lannister. That's interesting. Right, let's move Arya. Uh-oh, that does not look good. Lionel Corbray and Robert Arryn here. We can get an alliance. No, it doesn't look like it. Okay. We have a couple of options here. We could, in fact, marry Arya Stark to Robert Arryn of the Vale. And that will give us an alliance with them. It's a little bit of inbreeding, of course. But it would shore up our alliance. Or we can go with the heir, who is Harold Harling. Which, might be better for me. Robert Arryn is a sick and ill child. And marrying Arya Stark to Harold Hardling, it might be in my best interest. However, it doesn't... Yeah, I don't know. I think Robert Arryn does have a lot... Always tends to have a lot of children in Westeros Total War. So I might actually still marry Arya to House Arryn. I'm just trying to think, though. Do I need her somewhere else? Because, well, we're not going to marry Sansa to Edric. I'm just trying to think of anyone... We don't particularly want to marry into House Greyjoy. We want to take some of their princesses. House Tully, no. I'm just thinking off the top of my head here now. I think we should marry Arya Stark to Robert Arryn of the Vale. That'll get us an alliance. And it's demanding. Are you for real? I'm offering you a really nice princess here. Because, yeah... we can't really marry Arya off to any of my bannermen. And we can't really marry Sansa off to Stannis. It's demanding. What about the heir? Demanding. We can give you trade rights to start things off at least. Get some good relations with House Arryn. They don't want an alliance. I don't particularly want to give you any regions. Because that's the best way to force diplomacy in Westeros Total War, is giving regions. But seeing we haven't taken any regions in the Westerlands, we'll just have to wait. We'll just go with trade rights then. We'll just go with trade rights. I don't think there's much else we can really do. We'll try it. Not interested. Fair enough. Well, we will try to get a battle in today's part, but we will just have to see how we go. Right, let's move Arya Stark to this fleet here, and we'll try and get her to marry Bran to Usher Greyjoy. Let's end the turn and continue now. Alrighty, more candidates to adopt, but I don't want to. We have a plague at Hornwood. House Lannister with the military, House Lannister with the financial, production Tyrell, population Tyrell, and overall Tyrell. They want me to send an embassy to House Martell. Already on it. We just need to cross our fingers and hope that the Martell woman's here. We could always marry Robb to Joy Hill, obviously a Lannister bastard, but a Lannister nonetheless. She does have a small claim to Castle Rock, which we could force. I'm going to move John Umber up. I just want to see what was in here. Let's push down and attack Leo Lefford in the fort here. Just Leo Lefford himself, 2 Levy Spear, 1 Armoured. We could even get John to start besieging the Golden Tooth. If they attack it, we'll just retreat. Right, where are you, Arya? Get over here. How far is Bran and the others? They're coming down. Horsebane is at Moat Cailin, and we're ready to push out now. So the northern armies are slowly trickling down. The north is pretty much abandoned at the moment, but not much else we can do. Let's move my fleet down here to have... Yeah, fuck, my fleet's probably gone there because I've ran bang smack into a fleet of Joffrey. So we have been attacked here at the Golden Tooth. I just wanted to start besieging and sort of hope if we could put the the turnout time there. We're not going to win that. We don't even have a full unit of anyone. The cavalry wouldn't even be worth playing. We've lost more. Terrible with House Lannister. Fine. Let's move my fleet down and see what's going. Oh my god! Randall Tarly. Randall fucking Tarly. Samwell Tarly's father has taken King's Landing and has proclaimed... Wow. Well, the Tyrells have taken King's Landing and have proclaimed Renly Baratheon Lord of the Seven Kingdoms. Wow. I wish the Tyrells could actually give King's Landing to Renly, but Loras and Renly are in King's Landing. I really do sort of like the model of King's Landing. It looks a little bit similar. Okay. Right, to the actual one. They do look better in the Game of Thrones official submob, but I don't know. I just don't like the map in this one. There's a lot of Greyjoys there, Victarion. Let's move to the Iron Islands and try and find Usher. Roderick Risewell. Head down, my friend. We should be able to take this fort quite easily. A clear-cut victory. A 5-1 with a night attack that increases Robb's command even more. Let's kill Leo Lefford, a loyal bannerman of House Lannister. So, let's just leave you guys there. Let's start besieging the Golden Tooth. And let's actually move John... Actually, let's move a unit of cavalry here so we can keep that fort. It's probably handy. Right, let's move John Umber up. No harm. And we're going to be fighting half a stack of Lannisters in today's episode in the Golden Tooth. Wow. Got to give it to the Tyrells. They didn't do too bad of a job. Let's push up and try and hopefully... Hang on. Hopefully she's still here. I'll do a toggle foe. No, I won't. I won't. We'll see if she... Oh, yeah. We need to know because we need to find these princesses. It's so fucking hard in Westeros Total War to find princesses. Let's just cross our fingers. And she's not at Blackhaven. Where the fuck is she? She's at Ashford. Oh, god damn it. Like, it's so bullshit. God damn it. So, luckily I did find that out. Like, just think about it from this perspective, guys. If I was House Stark, I was Rob, I'd send a fucking raven to Martell and say, hey, I want to marry Ariana. Let's meet somewhere. Let's get this over and done with. Instead of like Sansa trekking through Dawn and just running about trying to find her. Oh my god, that has saved me, what? Probably a fair few turns. Oh, god damn it. But the Tyrells have King's Landing. That's huge. Let's just hope as well. Usher is here. Yeah, I might need to do another toggle file again just to find these people. Right. 800 there. Let's get some men-at-arms here. 200. I would ideally want these armoured swordsmen, to be honest. Even though they take a little bit longer, they're probably worth it. Right, let's end the turn and continue. But I do completely understand that this mod is on Medieval 2 Total War, and the mod has limitations, the game engine. But yeah, wow, the Tyrells have King's Landing. That is huge, if I'm being honest. Right, let's move here and try and find Usher. She doesn't look like she's here, which is unfortunate. We're going to have to find her somewhere as well. She could be at Baneford or something. Oh well, Risewell's going to be here soon. Horsebane's going to be here soon as well. Okay, let's get Rob to take the Golden Tooth. It is a... Did I recruit siege equipment? I didn't even notice how much siege equipment I had. Oh, whoops, I might have made a huge fluff up here. How much siege equipment does he have? Oh, no, I did it. I just couldn't remember doing the siege equipment. Right, 2 rams, 2 ladders, and 2 siege towers. My god, I nearly had a fucking stroke then, I think. Jesus. Right, let's get into the battle against the Lannisters at the Golden Tooth. It's a 3-to-2 ratio, coming up against 3 longbowmen, 4 stock standard levy spears, 1 armoured spear, and 1 armoured swordsman. So yeah, it's the armoured swordsman, the spears, and the longbowmen we got to watch out for. Unbound, unbent, unbroken. Words of House Martell. Really cool image of the Battle of the Blackwater. The Battle of King's Landing. Oh, I do miss this huge, ugly HUD. When an AI force comes in. Right, let's get my spearmen to go up here on the ram. Let's get my archers off as well. Alright, archers at the back here. Let's move these guys up. I'm quite happy to put swordsmen on the ladders here. We're probably going to need them to do so. On the ladders here, drop that. Probably better off having armored swordsmen there. Right, where were these towers? There. Alright, let's get my spearmen to go up here. I doubt it's going to be burnt down, so let's just drop that, but keep it there just in case it does. Pop you on this side here, pop you on the corner. We have another siege tower that can go here. Everyone else, what's going on back here? So we've got my cavalry and then 1 unit of spears. Cluster you guys up. Archers, I feel like not putting you guys up. They're going to have not as much range as the longbowmen, and they're just going to get absolutely carved apart. Let's get ready to send in my cavalry. They do have a lot of spearmen though, so we have to be careful. Put all my bannermen there. Where's John Umber? Go on the defensive. I don't even want John Umber to attack, if I'm being honest. But let's start the battle. Here is Rob Stark, the King in the North. Cavalry units here, archers at the back. Our first siege of the campaign, but we had a pretty long first episode, and it was a great episode, I thought. Thoroughly enjoyed it. Managed to kill the Kingslayer. Alrighty, let's get stuck in. Joffrey Baratheon is dead. I'm assuming from the Tyrell siege of King's Landing, and they managed to take it for Renly Baratheon. So yeah, it would have been in our best interest to go with. Well, it makes sense to go with House Renly. Obviously, bigger army diplomacy usually wins in Total War. Not necessarily who has the right claim or the strongest. Okay, so my siege tower's been absolutely rinsed here. Double back. How's my other one on this side? Wow, that went up in flames so quickly. 50% that got to. Christ. What have the Lannisters got up on here? Armoured Spear. But, it's been 2.5 years since my last Stark campaign, and I still didn't really want to make the campaign exactly the same. Like, it would have been a smarter decision to go with Renly, because his armies would help a lot more. Seeing Stannis sort of is a little bit stagnant, sits at Dragonstone, doesn't obviously come over to the mainland overly too much. He did lose his daughter just then, but yeah, a little bit of a different challenge. Alright, get you guys to push up. We're going to have to watch out for the hot burning oil. My god, that stuff used to fucking plague me back in the day. But it's good to be back in Westeros Total War, Medieval 2 Total War. I do plan at some point to play a lot more of it. Alright, my siege tower's coming up here. And we're getting into the fray. Into the fray, House Stark. My god, don't go and find any frays, House Stark. Please don't go into the twins. I beg you, Rob. Alright. We still need to get Rob married off. I was hopefully trying to marry him off to Shireen, but bloody Stannis managed to get herself killed. Get her killed 60%. I'm sort of thinking, should I send some more men up on the walls? How are we sort of doing here? Let's send a unit up. Oh. No, we're better off going through the breach now. Go, go, go. Everyone get in. I'm going to send in all of my cavalry as well. Go. Except for all my generals. Hedge Knights, make ready. Lancers, aim for the neck. I'm singing the Kingdom of Heaven song, if you didn't know. I think. The Kingdom of Heaven, the Crusades with, oh my god, what was his name? Someone of Ibelin. Was it? Oh, Balian. Balian of Ibelin. That's a really good movie if you haven't gone and watched The Kingdom of Heaven. If you're a huge history buff like me and enjoy those type of movies, even though not all of them are entirely historically accurate and a little bit stupid from time to time, but I really do like the epic battles, and I find, like, especially, like, some people find Vikings a little bit boring, but especially like the first couple of seasons, it's a little bit of a grind. That's what some people say. But I really like the everyday life. I'm curious about the and fascinated about the everyday life of the Vikings and just cultures and stuff. So I was fine watching all of Vikings. I thoroughly enjoyed it. We need to get out of this fucking boiling pit. Go! Go, 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 go. Go to the town square. For crying out loud. Okay, just get out of there. For Christ's sake. Dribbling shit about the Vikings. They would have been absolutely embarrassed seeing that, I reckon. Ragnar Lothbrok. Alright, we're still doing well up on the walls. There's no point of charging my cavalry into the town square, because we're not going to... they're not going to do... Oh, they might actually do alright against that 150, if we can surround them from all sides. It's just we don't have that much spearmen and stuff. I reckon like a direct cavalry charge, if we can get around all sides, might actually be alright. Even though the golden rule in Total War is to not charge spearmen with cavalry head on. If you can hit them from all sides, especially seeing it's only the levies, not the others, we might actually be alright. Even though Total War is basically rock, paper, scissors on some units, especially medieval. Alright, archers and my bannermen sitting back, it's fine. How are my swordsmen doing here? How are we sort of going? 15% of their 25. It's a bit late now to do it though. Couple of engagements in the streets. Couple of archers with hammers at the ready. Fair enough. Move you over here, cavalry. Aim for their longbowmen coming out. My spearmen and my hedge knights versus their hedge knights are doing alright here. How are we doing upon the walls? How's John Umber doing? He's just sitting back. Yeah, there's no point of him charging in. He's only got one unit of outriders and then these other blokes. Alrighty, just look how many men we just lost here in the burning oil. Annoys the shit out of me, to be honest. How just overpowered it is in this game. Right, let's push back those longbowmen here. How are we doing in the garrison? We should be alright. We just need to take the town square as quickly as possible. Those armoured swordsmen are doing fine here. We're getting stuck into the thick of it. Alright. My cavalry here is engaging their archers. They're broken longbowmen, but they have units on the sides here. And we've killed someone. We've killed the enemy captain. That is going to put them in a very awful situation now, you'd think. Right, let's get those cavalry units that carved up the longbowmen there. Go here if you can. If I can get you here. So I was going to say we can get some charges on maybe. Let's start speeding things up a bit. This is turning into a little bit of a grind. Not too much is happening. Double out. Hit them. Oh, we got the countdown initiated. Come on, keep it up. When you... wait, fuck. Go for them. We just need to stop them getting into the town square. Minute 50. Minute 30. Come on, go. Don't let them in. For the love of God, don't let them in. If we can take the settlement... We have just saved, if we can get the settlement within 30 seconds, we've just saved so many Stark lives. I think we've done it. We have. We've fucking done it, guys. A round of applause, my bannerman. Alright, let's end the battle there. Wow. Okay. Holy shit. There must be a fair few of them left in here. That doesn't really... tell us. It says there's only 120, but there's way more than that, I swear. Oh, regardless. Rob, the king in the north. Rob Stark deployed 1,662, lost 369 on the field, not too bad. John Umber deployed 221, didn't lose any. I didn't need him in the fight, I just needed him there for support. And the Lannister captain deployed 1,175, lost 155 on the field. You're most welcome to pause and have a look at the casualties sustained and casualties inflicted. Who did sort of the most here? Spear Militia 81, Hedge Knights 2216, Spear Militia 66, and Men-at-Arms did 47. How did we lose experience with the Men-at-Arms there? When they got 20... Oh, they just lost a lot. That's probably why. Our honour means no more than our lives, so long as the realm is safe. Are you a man of the Night's Watch? Oh, Corran Halfhand. Oh, my God. So many good characters in Game of Thrones. I really quite like Corran. Right, so we have the opportunity to occupy, sack, or massacre. I'm probably going to sack, I think, because it's probably in our best interest. Yeah, sack to keep the Lannister populace under control, and we get 2,200 and a bit of money. Alright, now first settlement within the Westerlands. Nicely done, guys. Let's just chuck in those units for the time being and try and rally up everyone a bit more. Alright, yeah, let's leave that cavalry there. Let's set up in the Golden Tooth. We need to repair and recruit as best we can. Alrighty. Get Roderick Risewell and Horsebane and Bran to get to the fort here as quickly as possible. Okay. Where's Sansa? She's moving across. But guys, after that Battle of the Golden Tooth, it is time to end the video here. Thank you very much for watching. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. Check out my social media links, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, all in the description below. We're hopefully going to get these marriages wrapped underway shortly. We'll hopefully try and get Arianne Martell married to Robb, and we'll try and get Usher Greyjoy married to Bran. Rickon's going to marry Karstark when Rickon comes of age. But that's pretty much it. We're going to continue to expand into the Westerlands. Try and take as many of their territories as quickly as possible. We've already... Yeah, the Lannisters have already lost Banefort to the Greyjoys, which is interesting. And the Tullys are still at war with the Greyjoys. Fuck, okay. But yeah, we'll take out the Lannisters. Once that's happened, we need to get rid of Tommen. Tommen Baratheon is the leader of House Joffrey Baratheon now, because Joffrey's dead. If Tommen wasn't alive, the faction would have been destroyed. So Tommen's still out there, probably hiding in Rook's Crest or Duskendale or Rosbley, or is it the Antlers here? There's another couple of settlements around here. Right, once we're done with that, we probably need to push upon Renly and the Tyrells, because we have proclaimed Stannis king. I'm guessing the Martells, the Arryns, and the Greyjoys will probably be neutral and try and help us, but yeah. It's time to end the video here. Thank you very much for watching. Stay tuned for more content on Simpzy Total War. Have a fantastic rest of your day. Make sure to take care of yourselves. My name has been Simpzy. Goodbye.